All right, so today we have this. This is, if you don't know already, an iPhone 8 Plus. And it is my iPhone 8 Plus, first of all. But also, it is the last flagship Apple device with a home button. And that's kind of sad, but also fine at the same time, because shortly after, and I do mean shortly after, we got this, the iPhone X. And right off the rip, you can see that the display on the iPhone X is a lot better than this one, and that's because this introduced the OLED screen. But let's not get too much into this phone because we're not talking about it. We're talking about this, the iPhone 8. And yeah, let me just first of all take off this case, because it does have a case on it, but I do not want it on for the purposes of this video. And there you go. You can see it there, iPhone 8 Plus, and I don't care about my screen time. And you can see the beautiful back of it, which it's kind of like a gray color. It's not black, but it is gray. Very interesting. And yeah, this thing's pretty cool. It has a nice big display. This phone feels bigger than the new ones because the bezels are large, so there's not as much screen. And yeah, because of that, to get a big screen, you needed a bigger device, which is all right in this case. I'm not much of a fan of the bigger devices nowadays. I used to rock them. After my iPhone X there, I had an 11 Pro Max, and then I had a 13 Pro Max. And then after that, I got the 15 Pro that I have now. So I went back to the small devices. But back in these days, I would have loved to have a device this big because I was an iPad kid very much. And being able to hold it like this, man, I actually miss that so much. Being able to, you know, hold a device like this. I keep touching the screen. But man, it was so nice to be able to actually grab onto the bezels and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I've gotten used to holding it on by the edges, but this was nice. And, yeah, let's talk a little bit about this thing, shall we? It is awesome, actually. Well, what I use this thing for now is a Bluetooth music player, to be honest, because I'll go golfing, and I'll use this to connect to the Bluetooth speaker and play music out of it, because I don't want to waste battery on like my phone, and this will do just fine at that. So, other than that, it doesn't get used much at all, and in fact, it doesn't really have a purpose to be used for at all. It just kind of exists here. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. I believe this one is, if I check here, yes, indeed it is. It is the 256 gigabyte variant, which I'm sorry I moved the phone away, but I just I wanted to make sure that I was reading what I was reading correctly. And you can see on the back, no more script here, which is unfortunate. They used to do like well, actually, I have an example of it. You'll have it. You can see all the symbols there, like the do not dispose of, designed by Apple in California, blah, 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 blah. They did that for a while, I believe. We can check it here. Yes, you can see this is an iPhone 7, and they were doing it. So this indeed was the final phone to do it. And then on this phone, they stopped that text. Very interesting. I would imagine it has to do with the wireless charging and stuff like that. Part of the reason why they stopped it. Although you could get etching. You can still get etching for free. So actually, I don't think that's the reason they would have stopped that text. But who cares about some text? But what they do care about is the fact that this was one of the first iPhones that didn't really improve too much majorly in terms of appearance, because even before this, the iPhone, or the 2 generations ago, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 7, they looked pretty different. Similar functionality, but they looked pretty different. But then before that, the iPhone 5 looked very different than the iPhone 6. The iPhone 4 looked very different from the iPhone 5. Then you had the 3GS, the 3, well, those aren't a good example. But the 3 and then the 2G, those look different. But this one and the 7 did not look too different. And I know I just had a 7 out, but that one is not a plus, so I'm not going to compare them. But yeah, basically the only difference here is the glass back, which these all had because these supported wireless charging. And that was pretty cool at the time. Although my Samsung phone that I had already had for a bit has wireless charging as well. Android people always love to say they have stuff first. Most of the time it's true, but they do love to brag about that. And yeah, this is a pretty cool device. And yeah, honestly, there's not too much more to say on it. It's just a good device. Not very usable these days unless you just want to call and text. But other than that, a good device. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I know it was a bit shorter today, but that's alright. Didn't have much to talk about. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you guys next week. See ya!